And we are back again. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, so this right here, this is called a user form. And what we're going to do here is we're going to change where it says form 1. We're going to give it a name and we're going to call it let's see. We're going to call it login, okay? So let's go ahead and go where it says text, all right? And we're just going to call this login. All right, now we're going to give this a name. And we're going to call this user form, just a second, let me find it. Okay, so the name is called form 1 and we're going to change this to login as well. Okay, and now we are going to give it a size. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom right hand corner, look for size. Right now it's reading 816 by 489. And we're going to change this to 980, comma, space, 740. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to the left hand corner, upper left, and we're going to select toolbox. All right. And let's go ahead and pin this toolbox. You will see like a thumbnail. The middle icon here, you want to click on that and it pins it to our left column, our left side of the screen. All right. And we're going to select our common controls. And what we're looking for is a label. We want to take a label and we want to just left click it, hold it down, and drag it over. Okay. And now what we want to do, we want to position it right along here. And we're going to change the font size because it's a bit small right now. So we want to go to our properties, bottom right hand corner of your screen. And we want to change that font size. And we click on this little box right here. And we're going to change this font size to about maybe 24. And we're going to give it a font style. All right. Um, I'm going to click bold. And then I'm going to go over to my left. And then I'm going to choose a font. Um, I'm going to use font Snap ITC. Okay. You can choose whatever font you want. That's totally up to you. And click OK. Uh, Now we want to call this or put a text here. Instead of it reading label 1, we want to put like maybe like please enter your ID or something like that. All right. So we want to go ahead and left click that and go to your properties and look for text. All right. We're going to change this label 1 to please enter your ID. All right. Now we're done with that. So now we're going to go over back over to our toolbox, and we want to drag over a text box. See the text box here? Left click it and just drag it on over. And again, we're going to choose a font size, and we're going to give this one a font size of 20. Okay. All right. Now we're not going to give this one a font style nor a type different nor a font. Okay. And just click OK. And if you notice here, the size changed. So now we're going to go over to properties again, and we want to stretch this out. And I'm going to change the size to let's go for 310 by 38. Now we're going to give this text box a property name. All right, so we look for our design right here, and we're going to give it a property name of txt underscore badge underscore ID. Okay, yeah. Um, Now we're going to be making a button, so I think we need several buttons. All right, so we're going to go back over to our toolbox, and we're going to drag over a button. And we're going to change the font size to 18. And maybe a bold. Let's do a bold too. All right. We're not going to name this button not just yet because we're going to be doing a copy and paste because we need several of these buttons. And let's go ahead and give it a size of 100 comma space 90. Okay. Now we need about let's see. We need about 12 of these buttons. So we're going to copy two more. Okay. And when you copy these buttons, make sure you get it even. Like from this side here, you want it, if you notice the blue line, the vertical blue line, it's lining up with the text box, and also button 3 is also lining up with the text box. Make sure those two outer edges lines up with this right here. And then we can adjust the middle one to center it. Okay, center it evenly between the two. Okay, now we're just going to copy, left click and drag over, copy those three. And then we're going to make a copy of those and do the same thing. Okay. All right. All right. Now we can start giving these buttons some text. All right. So the very first button, we want to call this one. Actually, what we're doing, we're doing uh, we're doing a number pad. All right. So this is going to be 8, 7, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and this one here will be back. This one will be 0, and this one will be enter. Okay. So let's go ahead and name these. We're not actually name them, not just yet. We're just going to give them some numbers. Okay. So we want to make this one number 8. All right. And we're going to go over to our properties, and we're going to change the text instead of it being button 1, we're just going to call it 8. All right. And then the next one, 7, and the next one is 9, and we want to call this one 4, and the next one 5, and so on. 6, 1, 3, and 0. And this one here will be back, and this one will be enter. All right, now we can start giving these some property names. Let's click on number 8 here, button 8, and we're going to go down to name, and we're going to call this one button 8, and we do that by saying btn underscore 8 and click enter. And we want to do these for all of them. So this one would be BT7, I'm sorry, BTN underscore 7, BTN underscore 9, and so on. So we're going to go ahead and do that to all of the numeric buttons here. All right. And the reason why we're giving these property names is because when we do our coding, we need to be able to tell the computer which button is what. And the very last number is 0. All right. Now the back, btn underscore back. keep it all lowercase. Enter. All right. If you want to give these buttons colors, to do that, you could go back over to the property, and we are looking for back color. Okay. And right now we're set to default, and there's colors you can choose from. And if you really want some colors, or if you want some custom colors, you can just click on the custom tab, and then you could just give it any color you want. Okay. I'm going to leave mine as default for now. No, that don't look right. Hmm. Windows. Which one was that? Control. Hmm. Okay, I'll just copy that, get it back to where it was. I guess that still didn't work. Not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it like that. All right, let's move along. All right, so we're going to grab us a label here. Oh, looks like we need some more room to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and drag all of this up. I'm going to move it up some more. Give us a little bit more room to work with. And we want to give this one a font size, this label here. Let's go for like size 14. And this will be our error message. Like if you enter in the incorrect ID, it's going to show us invalid ID. All right. And let's change the font color. We're going to change the font color to red. So right now, what we need is forecolor. Forecolor is coloring the text. The back color is coloring the background. All right, so we need foretext, and we want to change this to like maybe a custom color, red. All right. If red doesn't suit you, you can change it to blue or whatever you want. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and position it like maybe right there in the center. All right. And a couple more labels we need. We need another label. That's going to drag us. Actually, we're going to need three labels. So we're going to do one label for now, and then we're going to modify this label, and then we're going to do a copy and paste for the rest of the two. Let's go ahead and give this a font size. And let's go for about 20. Oh, maybe that's a little too big. Let's try, let's try 16. All right, perfect. And we're just going to say, well, okay, let's just go ahead and copy and paste two more of these. Copy paste, and paste. All right. Now, the very first one is actually going to display the name of our computer. But just for now, let's go ahead and give it a text. That way everything is visible. Let's give it a text and we want to say PC name. And this one here, we're going to call it time because this is going to be displaying the time. Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And this one here, date. All right. So let's go ahead and give these a property name. And we're going to call this, since they will be labels, well, they are labels, we're going to say abbreviate label, LBL underscore PC, or let's just say machine. Well, no, let's call it PC name since the label is actually reading PC name. That way we won't get confused. Now it's very important that you put the underscores. If you use spaces, it will not take it, so don't even try it, all right? And the time label, LBL time, and date. Actually, I need to be more consistent as far as my capital and lowercase. Date. I'm going to change this here to a lowercase d. Text. I'm looking for text. I'm going to change my d into a lowercase d. All right. And the PC, lowercase. All right. Make sure that we give them a name, a property name. There's a difference between property name and text name, okay? The text name doesn't have anything to do with the code. In order to code these controls, uh, it would have to be under design name, okay? Because this whole entire form is, we're actually in the design mode, and that's why it's actually considered design name, all right? So like this big label here, the label, the text, the buttons, all of these are considered controls, all right? Now that we have that, I'm just double checking to make sure everything has a control name. All right, so now we need some type of a logo, like if we have a restaurant. Actually, this POS system that we're creating would be a restaurant POS system, okay? Um, so we need some type of a logo, like your company logo, and we need to drag over a picture box. All right. So to get that, you would see in your toolbox, you will see a picture box. All right. So let's go ahead and drag that over. Okay. And we can give it a size here. Depending on the size of your logo, you can adjust it. Um, if you click, well, we're not going to do this just yet. We're going to try to uh, do or create a picture, some kind of picture of a logo. If you already have a business logo, don't worry, just wait for us and we will be creating a logo. If you don't have a logo, then you can follow me and I will show you how to create one, okay? Let's go ahead and well, first of all, we're going to go ahead and save everything that we've done. All right, go up here to the top of the menu and you see the little icon that shows a disk. Go ahead and click that and it will save all the work that we have done. All right, now let's go ahead and minimize this and we're going to open up Paint. All right, type in Paint, press enter. Okay, and we're going to create our very own logo. All right, so we're going to get us a background here. Click on this little square icon, and we're going to let's see. Let me choose a color for my background. Just a second. Let me pause this, and I'll be right back. All right. Um, excuse me. Yeah. So let's go ahead and click on the square and click on color one and just choose a background. Click on color two and also choose that background. And we want a solid color. Select a solid color here. And then we would just simply drag over, left click, hold it down, and create our square. This would be our background. All right. So now we have our background. We could just create some text. Change the text color to black. Uh, let's go for a font size of go 48. Actually, let me change the font. Let's put some style in the font. Hmm, maybe this. Now we can say Johnny's. Let's just say Johnny's chicken rice. Johnny's chicken rice. All right. And let's see. Let's be creative. Let's see if we can find us an image with chicken rice. guess not. I want some sort of uh, cartoon or something that looks more like a logo. Or, here we go. Well, there's a chicken and rice. These are probably copyrighted. I don't I don't want to take any chances, but you pretty much get the idea. Um, let's use this one here. Well, yeah, let's use this one here. Food catering. I don't want to get in trouble if I use. Let's type in. Let's type in free. Free logo. Uh-oh. Hmm. Okay. Here, I see one right here. Or better yet, let's use. Yeah, let's use this one here. Save image as, and make sure it goes into pictures. Logo test. We're gonna name it logo test. How about that? All right. I'm going to close that out. Oh, continue downloading. All right. And we need paste from pictures. Let's bring that in. Let's put it right there. And I'm going to do a transparent and copy, paste. I guess that didn't work. We'll just make it like that. And go ahead and change these back to clear color. This one to black. Now I want to crop this out. All right, let's uncheck this transparent, and we're going to crop that. Make sure you click on this right here, and we're going to crop it. That way we can get us a nice clean logo. And click crop. There's our restaurant logo. All right, go ahead and save it. Make sure it's PNG format, and click save. And exit out. Open up our program here, and click on the picture box, and click choose image. Let's choose local resources and import. No, I'm sorry. Cancel out project resource file. And select import. Go to our picture. Oh, let's rename this. Let's go. Let's name it logo and click OK. Now we just double click that. All right, and click OK again. Now our logo is here now. And we're going to select, we're going to change this to uh, auto size. Okay. If your logo is too big, then you can also change this to stretch image. Okay, and it would get even more smaller. It would fit whatever size you set your picture box to. Okay, now that we have our logo, we can uh, go to the next step. Or do we have time? Uh, nope, we don't have time. So I guess the next video we can go straight into creating our database and also connecting this to where if or when you enter in your ID, it would take us to the next form. Okay, so if you have any questions, please leave them in a comment below, and thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.